Why do we not belong to this world? C.S. Lewis, we were made for another world. C.S. Lewis was not a person born into Christian faith. In fact, he was an atheist, did not believe in the existence of God, did not believe that life had a great purpose beyond what humans could see and touch. He was an intellectual, a person who spent his youth searching for truth through philosophy, art, science, and knowledge of the physical world. He thought that if he grasped enough knowledge, if he understood the laws of the universe, he would find the answer to the meaning of life. But the deeper he went into this journey, the more Lewis realized that all those things did not bring the satisfaction he desired. No matter how knowledgeable he was, no matter how many human truths he discovered, he still felt lacking something unnameable, like a thirsty person who only drinks seawater. The more he drinks, the thirstier he gets. The more he learns, the more he feels he has not found the true answer. It was at that moment that he began to think differently. He wrote, "If I find in myself a desire which no experience in this world can satisfy, the most probable explanation is that I was made for another world." These words are not just a philosophical statement. It is a profound truth that he himself experienced. He realized that the emptiness in the human heart is not a mistake or an abnormality. On the contrary, it is a sign, a guide. It is like a compass in the soul, always pointing in one direction, towards God. He has also set eternity in the human heart. Ecclesiastes 3:11. God created us not only to live in this world, but also to aim for something eternal. The emptiness that humans feel is not a coincidence, but evidence that our souls do not belong to this world. It is like a traveler. No matter where they go in the world, they do not feel completely belonging to that place, because their true home is somewhere else. We can try to fill this gap with money, fame, love, or anything the world offers, but all those things are only temporary. Like a cracked glass, no matter how much water you pour in, it will never be full. If you feel empty, it does not mean that you have failed or made a mistake. It does not mean that you are missing something from this world. On the contrary, it is just a reminder that you are looking for satisfaction in the wrong place. And only when you return to the one who created you, only when you seek God, can you find true peace. Why do we try to fill the emptiness with worldly things? From the beginning, humans have always yearned for satisfaction. We grow up with dreams, expectations, and the belief that happiness lies in something we do not yet have. From a young age, we have been taught that if we are more diligent, if we are richer, if we are loved more, then we will feel complete. But is that really so? Humans enter an endless race to find happiness, a job with a higher salary, a bigger house, a more perfect partner. We believe that when we have enough money, we will no longer worry. When we have ideal love, we will no longer be lonely. When we reach the peak of fame, we will feel fulfilled. But when we achieve those things, why do we still feel lacking something? Look at the world around you. The richest, most famous, most successful people, who should be the happiest people, but many of them fall into despair. There are billionaires who hold huge assets, but still feel empty. There are movie stars who are praised by the whole world, but struggle with loneliness. Some even choose to end their lives. If fame, money, and love could fill the human soul, then they should be the most satisfied people. But why does the opposite happen? For my people have committed 2 sins. They have forsaken me, the spring of living water, and have dug their own cisterns, broken cisterns that cannot hold water. Jeremiah 2:13. Humans are busy digging their own cisterns from material things, from success, from relationships. But those things are like broken jars. No matter how much water you pour in, they cannot hold it. This world can only bring temporary satisfaction, but can never bring the completeness that the human soul yearns for. C.S. Lewis experienced this. He realized that humans always seek God, but not as their Lord. They do not want to let him rule their lives. They only want a God who can give them what they want, like a vending machine. People do not want God as their Lord. They want him as a vending machine to satisfy their desires. C.S. Lewis. But the problem is, God is not a tool for humans to use. He is not just a means to achieve happiness. He is happiness. What we are looking for is not money, not fame, not love from humans, but the connection with the one who created us. Only when we return to him can we find true peace. Only God can fill the emptiness. C.S. Lewis spent many years of his life searching for truth. He did not easily accept faith, nor did he simply believe that there was a creator behind everything. As a person with sharp thinking and vast knowledge, he wanted to explain everything by reason, by science, by the philosophical systems that humans had created. But the deeper he delved into those paths, the more he realized a bitter truth. No answer in this world could soothe the emptiness in his heart. Not knowledge, not fame, not success, not anything that this world can give. Only when he faced God did all the questions find answers. And at that moment, Lewis realized a truth he had never thought of before. The emptiness in the human heart is not a mistake, but a sign. He wrote, God cannot give us a happiness and peace apart from himself, because it is not there. There is no such thing. This statement is not just a simple remark about faith. It is the result of a long journey full of doubt, pain, and inner turmoil. Lewis had gone all the paths that humans could go, tried all the methods that the world could offer, but nothing could bring the peace he desired. Only when he knelt before God did he realize that happiness and peace are not things that can be found in this world, but can only be given from a single source, God. This is completely true to the words of Jesus. Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. John 6:35. God did not say that he would show us where to find bread. He did not say that he would help us find food for the soul ourselves. He said that he himself is the bread of life. That is, only he can satisfy the deepest desires in the human heart. C.S. Lewis did not believe in God because he needed comfort or a spiritual crutch. He believed because he had tried all other paths and all led to dead ends. There was only one path that brought him true peace, the path back to God. If right now you feel empty, if you are trying to fill your soul with the things that the world offers, but still do not feel enough, then perhaps that is a sign, a reminder that you do not belong to this world. You belong to God. And only when you return to him can you find true satisfaction. How to find satisfaction in God. C.S. Lewis once said, I know of no one who has sincerely sought God and not found him. He always comes to those who sincerely seek him. If you truly want to find satisfaction in God, start with simple things that have the power to transform the soul. Stop putting hope in temporary things. This world is full of promises. Just have more money, you will be happy. Just have a perfect lover, you will no longer be lonely. Just achieve success, you will feel satisfied. But all those things are just illusions. They can bring temporary joy, but will fade away, and you will continue to seek more. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven. Matthew 6:19-20. Seek God through prayer and the Bible. God is not an abstract concept, nor is he something distant. He is waiting to enter your life, but he does not force. You must actively seek him. C.S. Lewis once wrote, "I believe in Christianity as I believe that the sun has risen, not only because I see it, but because by it I see everything else." Just as sunlight helps us see everything clearly, God is the light that helps you see the true meaning of your life. And to receive that light, you need to spend time with him through prayer, through reading the Bible and meditating on God's word. Live according to the purpose God has set for you. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Jeremiah 29:11. God did not create you randomly. He has a special plan for your life, a perfect and meaningful plan. But to live according to that plan, you must seek him and let him guide you. Love and serve others. The emptiness in the soul does not only come from seeking in the wrong place, but sometimes it comes from us only focusing on ourselves. When you live only to fill yourself, you will always feel lacking. But when you live to love and serve others, you will realize that true happiness does not come from receiving, but from giving. Love your neighbor as yourself. Matthew 22:39. C.S. Lewis once said, "Love is not an emotion, it is an action." Conclusion. Only God can fill the emptiness in your soul. We spend our whole lives searching for happiness, to fill the invisible gaps in our souls. We pursue money, fame, love, knowledge, hoping that one day, when we have enough, we will feel complete. But in the end, all those things are like sand slipping through our fingers. The harder we try to grasp, the more we realize they cannot be kept for long. Why? Because we do not belong to this world. C.S. Lewis once wrote, "If I find in myself a desire which no experience in this world can satisfy, the most probable explanation is that I was made for another world." He has also set eternity in the human heart. Ecclesiastes 3:11. That is why humans always feel empty, because our souls are not only made for temporary things. We can try to fill it with material things, with success, but those things are never enough, because the yearning in us is a yearning that belongs to God. Jesus said, "Then Jesus declared, 'I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty.'" John 6:35. Only God can fill this emptiness. Only he can give us true satisfaction, not the fleeting happiness that the world promises, but eternal peace, completeness from the Creator himself. Ask yourself, what are you putting your hope in? Are you expecting this world to bring you eternal satisfaction? If the answer is yes, remember that the world cannot satisfy us, because we were made for another world. Do not despair if you are feeling empty. Do not be afraid if you feel lost. Perhaps it is God's call, reminding you that you were made for him. Stop seeking satisfaction in temporary things. Put your faith in God. Walk on the path that he has prepared for you. You are not alone. He is still waiting for you to return. If this story resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth explorations of history. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.